So guys, welcome to the channel again. I'm here with Aeson once again, and before...
Oh, now you gotta give them my fucking legal name.
They
Now they're gonna come to my door and send me mail bombs.
They already know your name.
Oh. Yeah, and now I'm gonna get anthrax in the mail, so thanks.
Wow.
Okay. Alright, let's get started.
Well, before we start, just want to let you guys know that we are partnered with Doobie Energy. So if you ever are looking for an energy drink, go check out Doobie Energy. Use code THOUGHTS for 10% off. I think so.
Doobie.
I think so.
Like you're rolling a doobie.
I think. Not totally sure.
Huh.
But I'm gonna go with that. But
you know, I kinda like that. You know, that fits the vibe for this shit, so.
But you know, you saw the title of the video, so there's this moment in life where it hits you. Nobody is going to come and save you.
That's right.
First time that I felt that was definitely after that one breakup. Just kind of realizing that, you know, not really, it's really up to you on whether you want to focus on the past or move to the present.
Oh yeah, no. If you think someone's gonna help you, that's cooked. I'm sorry. That's the harsh reality.
It really is like
that was honestly the hardest thing for me to get over. It was realizing that, like, shit. And even now, like, looking at it, I keep at all my falls, I keep reminding myself, it's just up to me to fix. I can't change that, you know. And that's just how it's got to be. That's how it is for everyone. Of course, you have the people there for you that want to help you, but it's ultimately up to you.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's definitely it's a tough one. Just
yeah.
Once you realize it, though, you kind of find a sense of peace just in the fact that, you know, it's up to you. Like, this is up to you.
Yeah, you control your own destiny. It's a good feeling, even though it can be a lonely feeling, but it's also a reassuring feeling. You have your closure from yourself.
It definitely is reassuring, which is a huge thing. But the only thing that does suck is when you are in the dumps and stuff like that, especially when you're like post breakup or like anything like that.
Yeah.
You feel like a stick in the mud. Like you're going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like life is just passing you by, and all you can do is scroll on your phone and like.
In a way, for the first part, it really is. Life is passing you by. You kind of sit in that state where you're just stagnant, like a stick of butter rolling, like melting down a hill. You ain't doing much movement, you know.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of time. Which
yeah, but it's also good. It's good to sit with your thoughts, you know.
It is definitely good to be able to kind of just level and kind of understand that, you know, it's not always the worst thing in the world to restart and, you know, kind of relook at your life and where you're kind of going.
100%.
Like it kind of looks at the thing like, you know, because the big thing is for me is I'm doing this YouTube because it's a huge dream of mine, and I want to be able to put information into others that I was never given, like being able to help others in the same situations that I was in, so then they can use it to their advantage later on in life. And it really pushes the narrative of like, if I don't make this move, nothing's gonna change. And that's why I'm really pushing forward on this, is the fact that
this project it's been your baby.
Oh, 100%, yeah. And I love doing it. It's fun because I can express my thoughts and opinions without feeling judged or like I don't feel bad about it, because this is my own thing, and if you want to listen to me, you guys can listen to me. If you don't have to.
Yeah, fuck right off.
Fuck it off, that's right. But
Yeah.
but the big thing is also like that big mentality like switch of waiting for help. Like, you know, you always used to have your parents there always, and once you reach that certain age where it's like, you know, mom's not really around that much anymore because you got a brother, or like she's at work or something. Like,
Yeah.
you got to start putting
Yeah,
in the effort. You know, it's
You don't have anyone there to help fix your wounds. It's all up to you. Like, the blood's going to be on your hand, but you're also going to be the one that's going to stop the bleeding.
that is the one thing, because I do believe in God, but a lot of people like to put everything on God, like in the sense of not like they put their whole future on the fact that God is just gonna do it for them.
Oh, I actually, that's a big thing that I've actually kind of noticed in the past like few weeks of my life, is that God will always be there to guide you, but you have to be the one that actually makes the moves to bring yourself closer to God. It's not going to be just some magical power that's going to instantly make your life better. It's more so a set of tools and a set of like rules and like ideas that help you follow a path towards God that's going to make you a stronger person and make things better, you know?
That is my big thing, is the fact that I don't think it's really like, it's not 100% on God to put you in certain situations. Like, it is your job to be able to get yourself up off the ground. Now, he will help you and guide you to figure out the correct path and what to do and what not to do, but it is totally up to you whether or not you take that and you actually run with it.
Oh, 100%.
And even like the habits that you start to build when you finally take that responsibility, it's not on God's doing. Like, big thing is like porn and all that, and like being super lustful, and those habits are it's on you. It's not on God. You need to figure that out on yourself. Now it's tough, but it is you and you only that can work on that and fix that problem.
Yeah, 100%.
But so one other thing that I wanted to kind of talk about was motivation and how it can be super inconsistent for a lot of people, especially at the starting point. Not even like before you even get going, because I mean, I'm looking at this YouTube channel, and the first video I didn't even know what to do. I didn't know what to post, and I felt scared and worried that like whatever I did post was just gonna be awful. And in reality, it was, but in reality,
everything. Their first startup is always going to be kind of awful, but that's the big thing. It's real, you know. Like, you don't really care what people think. You're just posting your thoughts, and that's the real part of what makes this like content and these videos and these recordings. It makes them real. Like, there's no minimal editing. It's just two guys shooting their shit.
It is unfiltered, unedited content. That's for sure. And
because we're lazy, and also because it's part of like the whole premise.
Hey! I am not lazy. I just.
You know what? I'm not gonna go there. We'll keep that off the microphone. But yeah, do your thing.
But going back to the topic, like, I look at my buddy Braden, and he wants to start a band, but he's having a very hard time writing his first song. And I told him, because seeing from my point of view now, as I've been doing YouTube for now, not even a month now, but I've been able to put out content and actually feel happy about it. Even if it is not the greatest content, I do feel really good about what I'm putting out. And I just told him, just try, you get that first thing out and you feel so much better. It doesn't even need to be anything crazy good.
It doesn't need to be good. It's just you made the effort and you tried.
That's my thing, is like, you know, nobody really remembers nobody remembers like Michael Jordan's first shot, or You don't
No one
remember
remembers
like
the bands like their songs. You remember them for their hits. Not
yeah,
their
like I
first
guarantee
songs
you
always.
don't know
Unless
what Ozzy's first song was ever. Like he definitely wrote
No,
some
I don't.
trashy song when he was like a kid or like a teenager. Like there's, it just
Yeah, that's part of the learning and growing process.
that's the big thing is you have to be able to learn and grow from that, even if it was not that
You gotta
great.
watch where you run. Yeah.
But you know, the big thing is like the older you, like the longer you wait for that new inspiration to come back or to like regain that inspiration, is it's very tough for that new you to start acting first. That's why I'm really prefacing, like pushing the, just get something out, anything. Like I made I think it was a 2-minute video for this channel, and it basically just said, this is what I'm going to be doing. I hope you guys enjoy. And that was pretty much it. And from that though, now I've made 12 videos in the span of less than a month, and I've gained over almost 30 subscribers and over 1,000 watch hours, or over Jesus, over 1 hour of watching and over 1,000 views. Jeez, that was
Yeah, man.
which is awesome. It's
I
awesome.
didn't think we were that good. I was just saying, what the hell?
1,000. Yeah, I was gonna say. I was like, yeah, that's
Ain't
not
no
right.
way we got 1,000.
No, we'd be
Nah,
getting
it's fine.
monetized by that point,
Yeah,
pretty
hell no.
much.
We ain't getting shit for this.
But
He's still poor.
you know, that was pretty much all the serious topics I wanted to talk over. So let's move into funny story time. So
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
so I am in a fraternity, if you guys don't know, and
Generate.
I've wanted to talk about this story because it's just it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This has no importance whatsoever, but I do want to talk about this because I think it's actually hilarious. So to preface, I was not in college at the time. This is an older alumni. He's graduated now. He has a full-time job, but we're gonna call him Jake. Okay, and Jake decided he wanted to try some mushrooms for the first time. And I don't know if you guys don't know anything about mushrooms,
Fun.
but mushrooms can be quite a lot to handle, especially for a first timer.
Unless you talk to God in the show.
Yeah, so we'll get to that. But little did he know, a lot of these fraternity men can be assholes, and they can kind of ruin your night. And so they started by giving him about 3 grams, which is a lot to begin with, especially as a first-time user. And he said that they didn't.
That is actually, now that I think about it, that's a lot. That's a lot for your first time.
Yep, 3 is a lot. So wait until I get to the next part, because he decided that it wasn't enough, and they said, "Oh, you should take more." So he took more, and from what he said, it was around 6 to 7 grams. And in fraternity life, we call that a God dose, because you'll end up seeing God. Not kidding. Like, so he was sitting in the fraternity house when it started working. And he started seeing subtle things. It's kind of like a wave. It goes all the way up to the peak and then slowly down. So he's just starting. And he's starting to see stuff. And the craziest thing is his start, he is hallucinating. He's seeing stuff that he is not supposed to. Like, if you only take a little bit, normally you'll just have fuzzy feelings and you'll see kind of weird stuff, but he was full on hallucinating. And
yeah, he was talking to the spider demon.
There was a guy that he's kind of an asshole, because what he likes to do is when people get high on mushrooms or weed or anything like that, he likes to scare them. So he came running upstairs to the attic, and he started stomping around and growling and roaring at him. And Jake was very scared, so he decided to run and leave the house. He bolted, and he ran through the streets of our college town. He got back to his dorm, which is a very, very nice dorm. He got back, and he somehow got back into his room by himself. And from the way that he speaks about it is, he says that it's almost like he was guided by a voice in his head to do what he needed to do. Like, just magically.
He was like, he was gonna kill himself.
Yeah. It was crazy. Because he's like, yeah, it basically said, like, go back to your dorm. And then he did. And then he just, in his head, he said he just appeared. Like, dorm. Dude. He, like, fast traveled. And then, after that...
he fast traveled to the location, yeah.
He fast traveled. And then, his head said, strip. Get naked.
Strip down, boy.
It said, get naked. So he did. He got naked.
Free.
He got butt booty naked. And then it said, leave your dorm. Leave your dorm room. So he did. Butt booty naked. And he walked out into his, I think it was like 4th floor. And he saw a guy walking with 2 girls. And he decided those girls were under attack. So what?
He went to go defend them.
So he went to defend them
crazy.
From the guy. So he tackled the guy.
He's just being chivalrous.
I'm being honest.
He's been a good
butt
guy.
Booty naked. Attacked the guy. Tackled him. And the girls called the police. The girls called the police.
That's amazing.
Oh, it gets better. So then he ends up going down the elevator, back to the lobby, still naked. And the police show up. And I feel so bad for this officer. It is on body cam. I can request it. I do want to request it. I haven't had the chance to. But it is a female officer that shows up. And then she pulls out her taser and tells him to get on the ground. And I don't know about you, but what would you do if a female cop, well, I shouldn't even say female, because that doesn't even matter. That's just context. But if a cop pulls their taser out and says, get on the ground, especially when you're on mushrooms, you'd probably like, what, run, hide, get down, like that.
Yeah.
He decided to run after her. Like, tackle her.
The cop?
Yes. He decided to go try to tackle the cop. The female cop. He did not get far, though. He did not get far. He got tased in the middle of the dorm lobby. In front of everybody, naked. Yeah. This is a true story.
I really want to see this body cam now. You really got to get that.
This is insane body cam footage.
Yeah. You know,
so then, yeah.
Given the school this is at, because we know, but we can't say where we're at, that's crazy. Like, imagine seeing that in the news.
It's not a huge college.
Town.
It's not a huge college.
No, it's not. It's like a wholesome one, too. It's an engineering school.
Like, a lot of people know each other. So this is why it was like, that's insane.
Only the Midwest, man. Only the fucking Midwest.
So then he gets taken to the hospital. And the hospital, basically, when you take mushrooms, you can't, it doesn't really show up on drug tests. You have to get a spine tap, I believe is what it's called. And that's when it'll tell you when you've had mushrooms. So they basically took him in, and they were kind of waiting to get a spine tap. But while he had recovered, he decided just to leave. Because that's probably a smart thing to do. Because he wasn't high anymore. It was the next day. He was like, you can just leave. Especially when there's no handcuffs on you. If you just walk out, they can't really do anything.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Like, yeah. So he just left. His buddy picked him up while he was still in his medical gown, ass out. Because he didn't have clothes. So he was ass out, walking to the buddy's car, his roommate's car, and he drove him back to the dorm. And to this day, he has not had any problems with the law from that incident, which blows my mind that he never got in trouble for that.
That's a blessing, bro. That's crazy.
That's insane. But that was my crazy mushroom story. I had to tell.
Or should be behind bars.
It's insane that he didn't do that. Like, he didn't get in trouble at all for that. And the craziest thing is at that time, he was a student athlete. He played for the soccer team.
Huh. Yeah. But that was a fun thing to talk about at practice, right?
I don't even know what you would even tell your teammates. Like, that's
is he still playing or no?
No,
is he done now?
He stopped playing after that year. It was
that makes total sense.
Yeah, that was a cooked one. But to wrap it up, I just wanted to say, nobody's coming for you. Motivation isn't just gonna come, but you are alive and you are capable. And
I think the moral of the story is do not take 3 grams of shrooms and then walk on the college campus.
It was 7, but yes.
You're probably not gonna have a good time. How many?
7.
I heard 3. Okay,
never mind.
Yeah, don't take 7 then.
He double dosed. He went from 3
that'll
to
do
7.
It. Yeah, so don't do that. Stay in school. What else? What else can we tell them?
Take one uncomfortable action today before you even think about motivation. That's my simple.
I was gonna say don't mix lights with darks when you do the line. I mean, that works too.
Well, that's gotta be racist. That's gotta be.
You know what? We're not gonna go there tonight. Don't get me started.
But the last thing I did want to say
was... next episode.
Okay. The last thing I did
was the state of Albania. Tune in tomorrow.
Dude, I don't even know if I'm gonna get this episode out tomorrow.
Alright, yeah, do your thing, man.
But last thing I want to say, I want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I love making this content. I hope you guys enjoy this content and are using it to better yourselves and others. And I just want to thank you, Aeson, for coming back on for a second episode. The first episode has hit over 100 views now.
Is it really?
It has. It is 100. Yeah. I think it's 140 views at the moment. And that's...
Yeah, I'm trying to do this as much as I can. But work and school will be going crazy, as always.
Well, I'm just saying.
So,
they love you.
Trying my best.
That was not even a good thumbnail at all. They purely stayed because of us two talking. So, we're going to keep making more videos. I'm going to have more people on to talk. But my name is Aiden.
You know what we should do? Hold up. Before we say goodnight, what we should do is just do random calls, right? Like record random Snapchat calls, like in the drive-thru at Taco Bell. You feel me? That's the real talks. That's real talks, you know.
You want me to go talk to Taco Bell? Like a Taco Bell?
I had a shower thought. Let me spit this out. You know, it's just you gotta let out your shower thoughts, because sometimes your best thoughts are your shower thoughts. At least mine are.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'll record them for you. I got you, man.
So you're gonna go talk to employees and ask them life questions?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask for life advice from the Dollar Tree employee.
I mean,
hey man, what's the meaning of life?
I wouldn't ask that. I would probably just ask, like, you know, what is one thing you wish you'd done? Because there's a lot of those people have regret, and I don't want
you're working at a Dollar Tree
to have any regrets.
Yeah, I agree.
It's for pussies.
Yeah, if you regret anything, you should shoot yourself. All right, forget that. Just don't look back. Just keep walking.
Easy. But
all right, well that's all, folks.
That's all for this episode. This is a longer one, 25 minutes. Hopefully it'll be a good one. But
we can milk this audio clip for a while.
Lots of shorts. But my name is Aiden, and this is Aeson.
Mason.
And this is Gaming Thoughts and Talks. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
That's right. Yep.